Today is our third ESL lesson and it is a little bit sad. It's a little sad story. But sometimes we need to listen to sad stories too. So, first of all, are you new to my channel? Please subscribe to receive every day a new lesson, and like and share for other people to see. And my love to you all. Let's start. I will first of all read to you a story, and we're going to talk about a bully. So what is a bully? Or rather, who is a bully? If you do not know some of the words that I use, I will be showing you pictures and write some of the words. So I want you to Google translate those words if you do not know them. So, who is a bully? This is a bully. And this boy is scared. And that boy is angry and mad. And this boy is sad. So these are the feelings: scared, sad, angry, mad, bully, bully. After I read the story to you, I will be asking you 3 types of questions. 3 types of questions. And our questions are going to be assessments. 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 So, what types of assessments will we have today? Let's look carefully. Our first assessment type is going to be multiple choice. Multiple choice. Multiple choice. Our second assessment type is going to be, I found one mistake. I will correct this mistake. Short answer. Short answer. Short answer. Our third type of assessment today is going to be multi-part responses or extended responses. Multi-part responses or extended responses. Okay? So, we will start with the story. I'll read it to you. Here we go. A girl rides on my bus always. And she always sits alone. Sad. Sometimes kids throw things at her. And sometimes kids call her names. I'm already mad at those kids. The girls who sit behind her laugh. The girls who sit behind her laugh. I don't laugh. I don't laugh. I don't say anything. I don't say anything. One day, my friends were out, and I had to sit alone in the cafeteria. Some kids came over to me, and they started telling jokes. I laughed until the jokes started to be about me. My face burned. I looked at the table. I sat on my hands to keep them from moving so much. I tried not to cry, but it was hard not to cry. And when I saw my faces getting wet, the kids started laughing. I wished I could stop crying. I wished I could disappear. When kids left, I looked around the cafeteria. I was surprised to see that the cafeteria was full of students. There were even kids I knew sitting at the table right next to me. They were looking at me. I could tell they felt sorry for me. When I went home, I told my big brother I was mad at the kids at the table next to me. He shrugged and said, "Why? They didn't do anything." "Right," I said. The last phrase, when the girl said "right" with this type of intonation, is sarcasm. She did not really mean that her brother was right. She just said this with the intonation that shows that she was sarcastic, that she meant quite the opposite, that she meant that he was wrong. I will read the story a little bit faster. Listen carefully, and after this, I will ask you some questions, and we will answer these questions all together. All people around the globe are answering these questions right now. We are all one team. So let's do it. Stick with me, you're awesome. Okay. A girl who rides on my bus always sits alone. Sometimes kids throw things at her and call her names. The girls who sit behind her laugh. I don't laugh. I don't say anything. One day, my friends were out, and I had to sit alone in the cafeteria. Some kids came over to me and they started telling jokes. I laughed until the jokes started to be about me. My face burned. I looked at the table. I sat on my hands to keep them from moving so much. I tried not to cry, but it was hard not to cry. And when I saw my face getting wet, the kids started laughing. I wished I could stop crying. I wished I could disappear. When the kids left, I looked around the cafeteria. I was surprised to see that the cafeteria was full of students. There were even kids I knew sitting at the table right next to mine. They were looking at me. I could tell they felt sorry for me. When I went home, I told my big brother I was mad at the kids at the table next to mine. He shrugged and said, "Why? They didn't do anything." "Right," I said. Very well. So what we're going to be doing now is we together are going to try to answer some questions. Let's look at what kind of questions I have over here. Okay. The goal number 1 is this. And please repeat after me. I can identify how characters acted. I can identify how characters acted. Okay. There are going to be multiple choice questions. Multiple choice. I will give you to choose from these questions, and one question will be correct. Other questions will be wrong. So in the multiple choice questions, you need to choose only one. Let's look closely. The narrator does nothing. She helps the girl. She sits with the girl. She bullies the girl. So on her bus, what does the narrator do? The narrator does nothing. She helps the girl. She sits with the girl, or she bullies the girl. Let's look carefully. Have a look and think and let me know. What is your choice? So I think the correct answer is A. I think I will sneeze. Sorry about that. I think the correct answer is A. The narrator does nothing. Wonderful. So now our next type of question is short answer. Short answer. In short answer, we determine how character acts. So in this type of question, I want you to think how character acts, what the character does, how character acts. Okay, let's think. Short answer number 1. How does the character respond when the girl is bullied? How does the character respond when the girl is bullied on the bus? Think about it. How does she respond? What did she do? The correct answer is the girl does nothing. She does nothing. She does not help. the girl. She does not sit with the girl. She does not talk to the girl. She does not talk to the bullies. She does nothing. Question number 2. Short response. Question number 2. How do the other students respond when the narrator is bullied? The other students in the cafeteria, how do they respond when the narrator is bullied? Think about it. You can answer, you can say, you can think, you can write, you can do anything you want to answer this question. But think very carefully and let's try to answer it together. I think the correct answer is they do nothing. They do nothing. They do not help her. They do not sit with her. They do not talk to her. They do nothing. Now I want us to draw. No, not a picture. To draw conclusion. To draw conclusion. To draw conclusion. And I want us to do the extended response. Means I want you to be able to speak or write longer response. 2 or 3 sentences. 2 or 3 sentences. So now it's a little bit harder. I want you to think about what character feels. Not only what character does, not only action, but her feelings, her emotions. What does she feel? Let's try to determine what that character feels. Let's give it a try. So, how does the narrator feel? Explain in 2 or 3 sentences. How does the narrator feel? Explain in 2 or 3 sentences. The narrator feels, the correct answer is with S at the end because of the third person singular. The narrator feels. Let's try. Let's see how she feels. We are finding some evidence in the text. Some evidence in the text. She feels hot at the face and looks down at the table. She sits on her hands to stop them from shaking. She feels hot at the face and looks down at the table. She sits on her hands. Part 2. How does the narrator feel towards the other students? And how do you know? How does the narrator feel towards other students? And how do you know? How does she feel? How do you know? The narrator feels hot in the face. She looks down at the table. She sits on her hands. She wants to disappear. She feels sad. She feels sad. I know this because she tells her brother. She feels sad. How does she feel? She feels sad. I know this because she told her brother, or she tells her brother. That's how I know that she feels sad. She also was helping. She also was mad at the students that other students were not helping her. She was mad at the students for not helping. So evidence. She feels surprised that the cafeteria was full of kids and some of them were her friends. She feels surprised that the cafeteria was full of kids and some of them were her friends. So, let's draw a conclusion. If something like this happens in your life, if you see someone being bullied, go and tell the bullies right in the face if you think that you can do it. If you believe that you can't do it, go and find someone who is stronger. Go and find an adult. Go and tell your mother, your teacher, your stronger friends. Don't just do nothing. Don't just do nothing. Okay? So you did a good job, and please share this video with your friends, with anyone who wants to learn English, with the children, the students, the mothers. Like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good time of the day. Bye-bye.